Good evening. How is everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday of week number 8? You guys know that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it is also Teacher Appreciation Week. As Rodney definitely reminded us about on Monday, we got to keep that in the forefront, especially during COVID-19. We have to see how important our teachers are to us and to our children, our students, our communities. Right now, teachers are stepping up and doing some of the most phenomenal things to make sure that they are connected with their students. So, again, a huge note of appreciation. Make sure you are thanking these teachers, you guys, whether it's virtual thank yous or whatever. Make sure the teachers know that you love them this week and beyond. We are here for our Virtual Village 2020 tonight, and we have some exciting things on the roster for you guys. Some really, really touching and moving and exciting things that are going to bring our community together even more, just more cohesive. You don't want to miss it, okay? So make sure that you guys hold tight. Don't you go anywhere so you can see what we are talking about because it's going to be beyond great. We also, of course, have our wonderful readers tonight. We have a teacher on here. We have somebody who advocates for Black philanthropy and making sure that organizations such as this one get the funding that they need. And then we have our beautiful Shania up here who is going to read with all of her regalness. So you guys, you just don't want to miss this. Rodney, what is on your
8 is great. So it's good to be in week number 8. Like you said, we have opportunity to appreciate our teachers and National Teacher Day and everybody that supports them and everybody that they love and support. So it's going to be another great week. We had some important announcements yesterday. We have some more special. I'm not sure. I'm going to speak for itself. We have some more specialties coming up today, and some even more great things tomorrow. So I'm just ready to get started and let folks get their reading and sharing and enjoying. And welcome again to the literacy gang and the villagers that we have out there tonight.
I'm with you. We got an action packed tonight. We got an action packed night tonight. So we might as well just keep it moving. So we are going to move right into our first reader. She is no stranger to this literacy gang. She is someone who brings her radiant smile and all that she does for the community. And again, the fro action is coming through. Okay. So she does an invaluable service for our community and one that I think a lot of us need to learn more about. And with that said, without any further ado, we are going to bring on Miss Vivian Oden.
Hi, Star. Hi, Rodney. How y'all doing?
Hey, Vivian.
Hey, sis, we are doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there, maintaining, so I'm doing well.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear. I see we got our little head wrap, headband, and head wrap action going on today.
That's right. Had to let the fro out tonight.
Yes, gotta let that fro breathe. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. So, what's been going on with you, lady?
Just working, trying to do my best to help in the community and just trying to stay safe, sane. So just doing what I can to just help our community out. So I'm just blessed. I'm grateful. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for having me on here again tonight. I really enjoy coming on here and sharing with y'all. So thank you.
You're welcome. We are always, always excited to have you. And you definitely are helping the community in wonderful, wonderful ways. Now, what book are you reading for us tonight?
So, in honor of my hair and everything, and just I picked this book because just think about all the things that as an adult I go through with being natural, being black, being a woman, and just having to answer questions sometimes about my hair and what that's like. And boys are dealing with that as well too. And so the book I'm reading is "Don't Touch My Hair."
Okay. Say it again for the people in the back. Don't touch it.
Don't touch my hair.
You better wonder to yourself. All right, lady. Well, we are going to step away and let you bless us with this story, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I hope y'all are doing good out there today. And so, as I mentioned, I'm going to read the book, Don't Touch My Hair. It's by Cherie Miller. And so I hope it inspires you. I know with people going through different things, thinking about microaggressions, sometimes just having books like this for children really is helpful. So. I am Aria, and this is my hair. I love my hair. It's soft and bouncy and grows up toward the sun like a flower. I love it up or down, styled or wild. I don't care. I just want it to be free. These are different ways she loves to wear her hair. So up, down, braids. Actually, everyone loves my hair too. When I walk down the street, I hear so many compliments. It's so big. How do you get it so fluffy? I wish I had hair like that. It's great that people love my hair, but some love it so much they want to touch it. I don't like this. What does it feel like? They are so curious about my hair that they try to touch it without even asking for permission. Oh, I want to feel. Me too. I get very good at avoiding hands. I have to start looking for ways to hide my hair. So she's doing different moves, karate chops, and moving all around. I try blending in with the scenery, but I quickly get spotted. I quickly spot it. Over here. I try hiding underwater, but that doesn't last long. Oh, wow, I love your hair. Can I touch it? I escape to the jungle, but the critters just can't keep their hands to themselves. Let me touch it. Me first. No, me. Even the tallest castle tower, someone's always there, ready and waiting to touch my hair. Girl, your hair is fierce. No matter how far I go, it doesn't seem to matter. How do you get it so big? Finally, I find a place where no one wants to touch my hair. But after a few hours, I get lonely. I decide to go home. I try my best to ignore the attention, but as hands sink into my hair, wow, it looks so soft. Oh, it is soft. I decide I can't take it anymore. They're touching her hair. That's it. That's enough. Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. This is my hair. It's great that you love it. I love it too. But please, just look and don't touch without permission. The next time someone wants to touch my hair, they ask, "Can I touch your hair?" I reply, "Not today." Okay. Now it feels great to walk down the street without anyone trying to touch my hair. My curls are free to reach for the sun, just like a flower. Some people still ask to touch my hair, but if I say no, they listen. "How are you today?" "Hello." But if you ask nicely, sometimes I say, "Yes." The end.
That was a great one. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you, Vivian. I appreciate how you select these books with such intention. Because as a Black woman with natural hair, that it's covered up right now, but nonetheless, as a Black woman with natural hair, I understand the sentiments here with all of these books and the feelings, and then being a little young girl and navigating those particular things. That story definitely resonates, and I'm all like, eh, eh. You gotta do that to people like they little children. Eh.
Right.
I see. Think about it. Nope.
Yes, having to deal with that if you change your hair up. So, is that yours? What did you do today? It was a pro yesterday, but today is straight. Like, just having to answer those questions and just it's a constant. So yes, and I know as an adult having to deal with that, I can imagine as a child having to go through and navigate those conversations. So I thought this book would be great. Be able to respond to that.
It was a perfect selection. And as you can see, everybody in the comment section is chiming in about how relatable it is to them and how wonderful of a reader you are. So we thank you so much for continuing to come up here. You are a part of this literacy gang. I don't have to initiate you. You are an official member.
Yay!
Card carrying member. So we are super, super excited every time we see your name on that list. We look forward to the flavor that you're going to bring to us with your selection and your reading style. So we look forward to having you back, sis.
Thank you so much. Y'all take care. Thank you to all the teachers out there, the work they're doing. They're navigating this time. So thank you all. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Star, for the work that you're doing. You're great. And thank you again for having me on tonight. Thank you all for tuning in and for the comments. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. We hope to see you soon, okay?
All right. Sounds good. Y'all take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Big old love fest. That's how I like it. Wonderful. Everybody just showing love to everybody. That is great. We always appreciate Vivian coming up here and blessing us with her stories. And again, that's a relatable one right there.
Well, you saw I kept my mouth shut because she read that with such passion, and I think we're gonna have to come back and talk about this some more because you spoke to it from the perspective of a Black woman and doing that. I can remember and still sometimes do every now and then a wave might pop out, and folks want to touch your hair, but it's just interesting how generation after generation after generation we seem to be dealing with these same issues. But what I appreciate is the diversity of these books that we've been reading and the number of authors who have touched on this topic to try to provide some self-empowerment and some direction and some ways of sensitizing the entire community to this, but also to provide some direction and instructions for young people and older people like me in terms of how to respect other people's spaces and how to encourage others to protect your space. So it's a very interesting topic, and I hope at a future time we get a chance to come back and revisit it a little bit more.
We're just gonna bring her back to talk about microaggressions all around. Like when it comes to hair and period, that's a whole 7 to 8 o'clock right there. So we'll have to do that one time. But I'm with you 100% on that one, Rodney. So now it is time for us we're going to do something a little differently right now because we've had something very, very special to happen. If you guys have been tuning in for a while, you know that Rodney gave some of our villagers, he would throw out to them, these villagers who like to make me cry on a live stream. Yeah, they think that's funny, making me cry like that in front of people. But anyway, he threw out, because they come on here and not only do they read well to us as a mother-daughter duo, but then they sing. And it was like, see, I can't take all of that. That's what happened that time when I cried, because I was like, y'all came up here and you read and it was beautiful. And then you're going to sing after that? I'm not that strong. So basically, Rodney would throw out, well, why don't you guys make a theme song for us? Hint, hint. Why don't y'all, write us a theme song? And I'm thinking it's all in jest. This is a little banter they have going back and forth. And then one night I happened to get a text message and I was busy. And, then I came back to it and I was like, say what? Say, huh? So now there's something beautiful that we are going to be debuting to you guys. We have a theme song. And the people who wrote it are the phenomenal Miss Portia and Peyton. Everybody give them a hand.
The phenomenal, the celebrated, the talented, the be careful what you say around them because they're probably going to deliver something dynamic duo.
So I love it. So you guys, we're giving y'all a little, you got to wait a minute because we're going to talk this out just a little bit, just briefly before y'all hear it, because I want to make sure you got your stuff in place, that you're sitting down, that your ears and your eyes are focused, because we got sounds and visuals for you. Okay. So let's talk a little bit first to Portia and Peyton about how this came about. Like, you guys really wrote a Virtual Village 2020 theme song. Give us the backstory.
Well, the backstory was just being challenged by the Godfather to present something, and just tapping into the experiences that we've had, as well as our gains from being a part of the village has been phenomenal. And so we just wanted to capture that in the song with some lightness and spirit, and just being able to point out about different learning experiences, about culture and history, and just the all-round unity experience from family, and the positive images of us doing well and literacy building and fluency and everything. We just wanted to put it all into one space in a song. So we were blessed by it.
Well, now we are blessed by it, and everybody is about to be blessed by it. I got one other question. So when you sent me that text message like that, just randomly, it didn't have any other thing on it, y'all. It didn't say, so here's the theme song or anything like that. It was just like a link. And I was like, oh, okay. I was in the middle of doing something. And then I came back to it. You knew you were dropping some heat in my text, right? You knew that, and you were just like, I'm not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna let it sit there like that. That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, Peyton, you can't be silent, sweetie. Tell me, what part did you play in this, or what are your thoughts in this?
About the song. Yeah.
Well, I
take your time. This is your village, baby. So take your precious time, okay? Because we got all the time for you. All right. What did you think of it when you were recording it? When you and your mom, when she told you that you guys were gonna do that, were you like surprised, happy, sad, or what was going through your mind?
I was happy that I could sing with my mom.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, you guys did a great job. So before we go too much into all of that, Rodney, you ready to debut the song, or you got something?
Yes, ma'am. Let's hear it.
In the comment section, are y'all ready for the Virtual Village 2020 intro, the audios and the visuals? Are you ready? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Okay, so I'm gonna take all of us off the screen, and then we get ready to make this thing happen. So don't y'all go anywhere. You're gonna love it for your ears and your heart and your eyes. All right, let's do this.
Mommy, community, and action, but oh my, let us down to that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too, but oh my, let us down to that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, and let us down to that. Look, granny, and let us down to that. Look, granny, and let us down to that. Learning and exploring about history, you see. Look, mommy, and let us down to that. We confident, we practice, and develop fluency. Look, daddy, and let us down to that. Families, they bonding, they representing me. Look, granny, and let us down to that. Look, I'm here, let us down to that. Nice, I see, let us down to that. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit. Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Creative, affirming, culture for me too. Look, granny, let us down to that.
You like that?
Hey, mommy, community in action. No, I like the sound of that. Look, daddy, community in action. Hey!
we got the running with the closed caption on, so people get the words too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been singing that song like for the last couple of days. Literally, I'll just be like doing some working and look, mommy, community in action. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Portia and Peyton. Oh my gosh, this means everything. Like to have villagers create this just shows how our community is connected and growing. To have Peyton be a part of this, the love is just oozing from that, and the skill, everything about that was just like super, super dope. I love it. I love it. Ronnie, what do you think about our new intro?
I thought it was great when Star sent it to me. So I'm afraid to click links that I don't recognize. And I said, oh, okay, it's coming from Star. Let me go ahead and try it. And so I first listened because she sent me two versions of it. So she sent me the audio version and the video version. So I was listening to the audio version. I said, oh yeah. I was like, Star, I kept playing it back in my head. And then for some reason I missed the video version initially, and I went back and clicked it again and saw the video. What time I emailed you, Star? Was it like 12? I can't remember what time you sent it to me, but it looked like 3:00 in the morning because it had me up going. I couldn't get back to sleep because I kept hearing the beat and the words, running through my head. I just thought it was, it was wonderful, and it was great, and appreciate you all doing that. And we just take it up to another level. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Most
Thank
definitely.
you.
Yeah,
We love it. We love
Creative,
it.
affirming, and culture forming.
So,
Oh,
so,
y'all stop, y'all. Stop
So-
like that.
so talk about putting the lyrics together.
Yeah, so so reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So just so much wisdom coming from our hostess with the mostest, both Rodney and Star. Just thinking about the wisdom that's always being spewed out. Is a very warm and affirming feeling to have. You know, your voices are like everything. So reliable, culturally we're relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally we're relevant. Readers to leaders, they're holding it down. Yeah, they're heaven sent. You know, just all the villagers. They're just they come with the passions and the love and affirming one another. It's a beautiful thing, and I see it as a representation of heaven.
Oh, all right.
Hey, it's beautiful.
Say no more, right?
I always gotta have them when they come over here. Oh, geez, that is just so
Wow.
wonderful. We appreciate you all so much. Like my heart was so warm, and so our the person who engineered it and put the because you know we didn't you sent it to me through text, so we did a little engineering to it and then did added the visuals to it and everything. And so when I first sent it to him to hear it, first thing he did was send me back an LOL, right? And I was like, why are you LOLing? And he was like, because you're crying, aren't you? I can't stand you. But yes, that is so touching. That was beautiful. And so you guys are going to be hearing that all the time now. That is our theme. And it is on YouTube also. So if you're on the Clever Communities in Action YouTube page, you can go on there and look at it. It's the most recent video that is released. And we are just so proud, like Portia and Peyton, we really, really appreciate you all so much. Y'all did not have to do that. And to know that you took the time and just know that you all make this village be all the things that you were saying as well. So thank you. And to everybody tuning in, did you see yourself? You know, did a lot of y'all catch yourselves in there? I hope if you are watching, some of y'all caught your own faces through there, because that was really exciting in the visual. The audio aspect was divine, and then adding those visuals of a lot of the villagers on there was just wonderful. So
yeah, so when I have a lot of respect for Mr. Jordan, and so when he kept saying, okay, I know you all going to write something, so I had to step up to the challenge. And then another thing that I didn't point out, like you all don't understand how impactful it was to me to be able to come on the platform with my son. You know, he was really excited. That was him. He was very, very behaved, very still, very focused. And it was very inspiring for me to see how engaged and ready he was. Like he was just.
Now you got me going. Okay.
It gave him an opportunity to shine. It gave him an opportunity to build his confidence toward reading. And in this time of quarantine, that's very important because he's missing out on those social opportunities to be able to present and be affirmed and practice his public speaking and presentation. He's missing out on that. But this StreamYard, Communities in Action platform provides him just that. So I can give him what I was able to instill and give to Peyton, even in this time of quarantine. So.
Wow. Well, we love Braylon as well, and he did a wonderful job. And just hearing that, wow, like, thank you. And just know that you guys bring so much to the village as well. So I'm kind of speechless at this point. I don't know what else to say. My heart is full. This was a wonderful, wonderful thing for you all to do, to surprise us with it. Wow, just thank you. I don't know what else to say. And thank you, Peyton, sweetie. Thank you so much. Wow. Rodney, did you?
You know how you can smile a lot and your jaws start hurting? So my jaw's hurting right now. So
Oh, and Braylon, he wants to be able to be on the song too. So I have a version with him singing along with us, but he's not necessarily enunciating all the words, but he's really excited about it and very proud to be on the recording as well.
okay.
So
Crank that
so
version up too.
Yeah, so that's to be given out with Braylon on it. He's very excited. He wants to be a performer, a presenter as well.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to hearing that version. Just more tears, more happy tears. This was truly beautiful, and I just can't express enough from when I first heard it, the joy. And I sent it out to a lot of friends before it made its way around. I was like, God, listen. I was super, super excited. Bridget says she's over here crying, just beautiful spirits. Rodney made her cry. Vivian says that she saw herself. Thank you, Portia and Peyton. Thank you so much for being a part of it, Vivian. And Dee says the book is special to me and our family. So thankful. Vivian, thank you. And Tanya says wonderful, Portia and Peyton. So yes, y'all came through. Y'all came through for that. So we are excited. This is now a part of our daily broadcasting now. That will be the intro. And like I said, you guys, you can go and find it on YouTube, especially the people who are in the clips. I know y'all want to go and go through there and see that. Please share that so people can know about this village, more people and what we have going on. But again, everything about that is great. So thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys too for stopping in on Tuesday, and y'all aren't even reading tonight. Y'all just came to drop this goodness on us. And of course, you guys are villagers and bittersweet members. So anytime you all want to come back or any more, I don't know. That's just the pinnacle right there. So thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
We're confident. We're practicing, developing fluency.
Look, mommy, community in action.
Well, oh my, let the sound of that. Look, Daddy, there's a book for me too. Oh my, let the sound of that.
Creative,
Affirming and culture for me, see.
I like the sound
Look,
of that.
Mommy, I like the sound of that. Look, Daddy, I love the sound of that. Look, Sandy, love the sound of that. And then Star said, wait a minute. First, we just had Mommy in there. Star said, wait a minute. We need Daddy in there, Granny, Auntie. We need a couple more people in there.
Now we talking.
Get some more representation.
Represent, and it's a beautiful thing. The outcome is beautiful, and it's going to touch many. So again, thank you so much. Your impact, you're already doing a lot, Portia and Peyton, in your own right. So thank you for coming here and lending all of that to us through what you do with your readings and your presence and your singing, and now a song and a theme song that we can play forever and ever and ever. Just thank you.
All right, most definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great night.
You
All right.
too.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Well. Well. That was just beautiful. My, oh my, I love the sound of that. Wow.
Don't make me talk. Keep going.
All right. Well, just breathe it all in. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go on to our next reader. Wonderful reader that she is. Perfect young lady to follow up our intro song, and she's actually in the video. So we are so glad. We are always glad to have our precious Shania.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, Shania. How are you doing?
Well, how are you?
We are doing well. So glad to have you here this evening.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome. Did you get a chance to hear and view the theme song?
Yes, I did. It was very nice.
Thank you. Did you see yourself?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, how's your day been?
It's been well. I've been reading, doing some TikToks, and doing my schoolwork.
Wonderful, wonderful. You have to show us some of these TikToks. I'd like to see. I'm sure it's with you is something really, really awesome. So, what book are you reading for us tonight?
I'm reading The Emancipation of Grandpa Sandy Wills, by Cheryl Wills, illustrated by Randall Pearson.
Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know that one, so I'm looking forward to finding out about that one. So, Rodney and I, we're gonna step away and let you get your read on. Okay,
Oh,
are you ready?
I would just want to say the book is by Cheryl Wills, and my grandmother actually knew her as a young kid, and she in New York, and she went to her church.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so we are about to find out about this, and then we'll find out a little more after you guys finish. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey.
All right. Well, we're gonna step away and let you do your thing. Okay.
Okay. The Emancipation of Grandpa Sandy Wills. Mama crying. White flowers on the casket, the funeral director calling it a celebration of life. Nothing we did that day could bring Daddy back. Clarence Wills, 38, father of 5, had died in a motorcycle accident. And at 13, I had lost the bravest father any child could want. He was also mysterious. All I knew was that my dad was a firefighter and that he was born in Tennessee. He hadn't talked much about his side of the family. Who were the other Wills on my family tree? That question still haunted me 30 years later. Sure, as a popular TV news anchor in New York City, I had interviewed hundreds of people, but I needed to know who I was. One day I came home and searched a genealogy website that helps people learn about their ancestors. I entered my dad's name in Haywood County, Tennessee, where he was born. That's when I uncovered some breaking news. I was the great 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 grandchild of a Tennessee slave named Sandy Wills. Sandy was no ordinary slave, he was a freedom fighter. In 1863, he escaped the plantation and took arms to battle against the pro slavery Confederates in the American Civil War. He joined the Union Army that fought to rid America of slavery once and for all. Still, the Union Army was racially segregated, so Sandy served with free and enslaved black men in the United States Colored Troops Division. Once the Union defeated the Confederates in 1865, Sandy was set free, the tallest, strongest man in his unit. He married a woman named Emma, and they had 9 children. Reading this historical records was fascinating, but the more I learned, the more questions I had. It was almost midnight, so I turned off the light and crawled into bed. Oh, if only I could hear Sandy Will's voice, or see his face, or just find a photo. That would be so, so amazing. I felt a cold hand on my shoulder. I slowly opened my eyes to see this tall, thin man with shiny silver hair hovering over me. He was wearing a dusty blue Civil War uniform with a musket at his side. Sandy Wills, is that you? I said, rubbing my eyes. Yes'm, it's me, he said with a strong southern drawl. I'm grateful you woke me up. I haven't slept well these past 126 years. I must be dreaming. is impossible. What's going on here? I said in total confusion. You're the famous reporter. Go ahead. Ask me whatever you want, he said. I looked around. I was sitting behind the news desk at my television station, and Sandy was pulling out a chair to sit next to me. He looked straight into the TV camera as my producer counted down. 3, 2, 1, action. Good morning, I said clumsily. I'm Cheryl Wills, and today I have a very special guest, Sandy Wills. He's my I'm your great 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 grandpa, he said loudly and proudly. Yes, of course. Okay, I said, clearing my throat. Grandpa Sandy was a slave who valiantly fought in the Civil War to gain his freedom. So please, start by telling our viewers how you came to be a slave. I was born into slavery, but always knew one day I'd be free, he said. Grandpa Sandy explained that he was a 10-year-old slave boy when two scary-looking men put a sack over his head as he was feeding the chickens. They carried him away, screaming and kicking, and they took his mother too. Her piercing cry echoed across the countryside. The two rode on the back of a horse-drawn wagon up and down the hills of Tipton County, Tennessee. The next thing I knew, Grandpa Sandy said, I was pushed onto an auction block and men were shouting and offering money. I was so confused. I didn't understand what was happening until the auctioneer pointed to me and said, sold to Edmund Wills for $500. Mama screamed even louder because Master Wills only wanted me, not her. I was devastated when I lost my father, but I can't imagine having no parents at all, I said. It's a very sad thing for children to suffer such pain, Grandpa Sandy replied. But I promised Mama right there at the auction that I'd find my way back to her, and I meant it. Grandpa Sandy explained that he was forced to take Master Will's last name. He was then sent to work on the Wills family plantation in Haywood County, Tennessee. At the end of a long day's picking cotton under the hot Tennessee sun, Grandpa Sandy said, I found comfort in the hope that Mama's new life was better than mine.
Might have to. Book is pretty long.
Did you ever learn to read and write? I asked. Nah, Grandpa Sandy said, recalling the dreadful day Master Wills caught him with the book in his hand. I thumbed through it, wondering how anyone could dedicate words from such strange-looking symbols, he explained. Well, Master Wills stormed across the room and knocked me down. He barked, Boy slaves don't read, they work. I'm smart, but not literate, Grandpa Sandy said. Grandpa Sandy made me realize how drastically life has improved for Black people in America. In 1863, some states had laws that said enslaved Blacks were only 3/5 of a person, that they could be bought and sold like items in a store. Today, African Americans are free to do anything they set their minds to do. Did you experience any hopeful times despite being a slave? I dared to ask. Yes, indeed, he said. I hid a handful of hope in my heart and let it all pour out when I was with my friends, Grandpa Sandy said on Sundays when no one was allowed to work. He and the boys, James, Andy, Matt, Dick, and Rich would play together in the vast open fields of the plantation. Our favorite game was chasing the birds, he said. If we managed to slip past one that landed, that meant we were next in line to be freed. Grandpa Sandy said Rich was the biggest dreamer of all 6 boys. Rich imagined himself playing the banjo and wild parties in Memphis, the big city 50 miles south of the plantation. Rich would say, I'm going to pluck them banjo strings from dusk to dawn with tunes so sweet the angels dance, Grandpa Sandy recalled. Rich said, it's just like picking cotton. Grandpa Sandy burst into a round of deep belly laughter. That good old Rich always had a plan for what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. He was the freest slave that ever lived. So how did you get off the slave plantation and fight for your freedom? I asked. Glad you asked, granddaughter, he exclaimed. I was 23 years old when I overheard Master Wills telling his business partner that President Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation freeing all of us slaves. Master Wills despised Lincoln and did not regard his new rules. So when the weather warmed up, me and the boys took off by night to Columbus, Kentucky, right over the Tennessee border. Was that where you joined the 4th Heavy Field Artillery Unit and battled the Confederate Army? I asked. That's right, he said, with thunderous pride. Our great leader and abolitionist Frederick Douglass told all black men, slave and free, to take up arms and fight. Douglass said, it is better to die free than to live as slaves. Life as a soldier was better than slavery, but it wasn't easy, Grandpa said, explained. Shucks, we didn't even know our left from our right, he said, shaking his head. When they taught us how to march, they counted chant. Left, 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 right, left. The officer had to tie a piece of hay to the left leg and a twist of straw to the right, and then shout, hay foot, straw foot, hay foot, straw foot. That's how we learned to march. Did you at least feel respected in the Union Army? I asked. Nah, not at all, Grandpa Sandy said. The captains in charge called the runaway slaves all kinds of ugly names. But in our hearts, we knew we were smart, good people. We were determined to hold our heads up high and be the best soldiers we could be. When the Civil War ended in 1865, I was finally and forever free, Grandpa Sandy said. But it was a bitter and bloody war, he added grimly. Some 620,000 soldiers died, including good old Rich. He pulled a handkerchief from his back pocket and wiped his wet eyes. Freedom ain't never been free. What was the first thing you did after you gained your freedom? I asked, trying to lighten the mood. I made good on my vow, said Grandpa Sandy, who went back to his hometown in Tipton County to find his mother. When Mama saw me, she nearly fainted, he said. We hugged each other and cried. I was 25, but I was a 10-year-old boy again in sweet Mama's arms. How did your life change once you became free? I asked. After the war, Grandpa Sandy said he worked as a sharecropper. He met a smart, beautiful young woman named Emma Westmore. They fell in love and the two married soon thereafter. Their first child, William Wills, was born on February 3rd, 1870. I wept them when William was born because he was born free, Grandpa Sandy said. His birth signaled a legacy of freedom for an entire nation. Don't you ever forget that, granddaughter. Never let the war forget. I woke up in a cold sweat and sat straight up. The clock read 2:33 a.m. My computer was glowing in the darkness, so I got up to turn it off. There displayed on the screen was an 1889 newspaper obituary that read, Sandy Wills, dead at 50, former slave from Tempton County, Tennessee, brave soldier of the Civil War, loving husband to Emma Wills, and father of 9. Grandpa hadn't just freed himself and his family tree, but his service in the Union Army helped liberate millions of African Americans who were enslaved in this country. I knew what I had to do. I turned on the light and began typing the first chapter of Die Free, a heroic family tale book about my family history. My mom, brothers, and sisters were thrilled to finally know more about my father's relatives, even though our last name came from a slave master. I began traveling all over the world telling Grandpa Sandy's story, even speaking before representatives from dozens of countries at the United Nations in New York City. Now Sandy Wills can rest in peace knowing that his story is an inspiration around the world. The end.
Excellent. Everybody give Shania a hand. Wow. Wow, that was wonderful. And we learned some things tonight. Wow, young lady. So, and always I feel like when Shania reads, I must sit straight up like my mother used to tell me with my shoulders arched back because you can't slouch around that. You can't slouch around that. Everything about that was great, sweetie. The story, your presence, the way in which you read. Well, I'm keeping my eyes on you. I'm keeping my eyes on you because by the time you get to be about 18 or not even 25, goodness, you're gonna be running the world. You guys do not forget that she is, how old are you?
10
years old.
Because you tend to forget that she's 10 because you hear the way that she reads and the way she carries herself. So you're thinking that you're dealing with like a high school student. She is 10. She's still one of our babies, y'all. And listen to that. Wonderful, wonderful scholar. We are so proud of you and continue to be amazed by you. Rodney, I know you want to say something to Shania.
Well, you said, I said, I wanted to say the same thing you did. Just remind folks that she's 10 years old, but the passion and the depth, what Shania, as you read that tonight and as you've read that previously, what do you feel? What do you feel in your soul and spirit as you read something like that?
I feel like that back then there was like people and Black people that were not being treated right and things like that. So I have to put my soul into that story, and because we're being treated right now. Not everybody, but some people are being treated very nicely. So I have to put my soul into this book and read with passion and emotion and things. So
thank you so much. I mean, that's such power. I mean, anyone who has any doubts about the power of the spirit and the soul and the history and the greatness from which we come and the greatness that we have before us, Shania is the answer.
She is the answer. And, like you said, you put your soul into it, and we definitely felt that. And we definitely appreciate that. Someone, D, said, you are the newscaster. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And you know that you are a part of this literacy gang. You know that, right? So anytime you want to come back and bless us with your presence, you are welcome. Oh, and I must say this. ever since your grandmother told us that you look forward to tuning in every night, that's one of my happy spaces that I go to, because we grown people, we can get busy, we can get bogged down with things. And I promise when it's getting busy and bogged down, I would be like, Shania, Shania. So we really, really appreciate that. And that means a lot that you look forward to tuning in. We look forward to seeing you. You didn't come that one night. You said it was your cousin's birthday. We noticed it. I noticed it. I was like, where's my Shania? But I know you had to enjoy yourself. But just know that your presence is appreciated. And if it's not here, it's missed. And we just look forward to having you all the time, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You are very welcome. And you and your grandmother have a wonderful night, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh. Oh. It's so wonderful. So powerful. It's easy to forget that she's 10.
Yes, it is.
Like, we constantly will have to remind everybody she's 10. Like, she just came into double digits with her age. Amazing with all of that. Someone said the poise and, all of that. And let's see. Yeah. Bridget said that point. I put my soul in the book. Vivian says, wow, 10. Thank you, Shania. Very inspiring and powerful. That part. And then we have Tanya. The power of reading goes beyond the imagination. Shania was amazing. Yes, she was. Yes, she is. And so finally, of course, to round off the night, we must round it off, end it off with the teacher. It's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Absolutely.
So it's right that we bring a teacher up here to read and bring the heat with her book selection. I'm interested to see what she chose for us, and she's gonna set it on fire with that lovely red fro action that she has going on. So let's bring Miss Lakeisha.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. That last book, oh my gosh, both of them. I'm like, I can't afford to keep buying these books.
Well, we do want to let you guys know that you can do the ebooks, which are a lot less. They cost less, so you are able to screen share if you just download the electronic version.
I like to have paper books. I have so many books, it's ridiculous.
So do I. It's kind of, I don't know, but I love it. I have a whole, but it's great. It's great. And happy Teacher Appreciation Week to you.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. So what are you going to read for us tonight?
It's actually piggyback on the first one, Don't Touch My Hair, which I was like, wow, that's like absolutely amazing. When she started talking, I got scared for a second. I'm going to be reading Emmy's Curly Coily Cotton Candy Hair. Let me see if I can make my screen a little bit so you can see it better.
We see Emmy. That's excellent. Yes. So the hair theme is an important thing. We kinky coily girls definitely understand that. So we're just gonna step away. We're not gonna waste any more time. The people want the book and they want to hear you read it. So we're gonna step away and let you do your thing, right?
Sounds great. All right, so I'm going to be reading Emmy's Curly Coily Cotton Candy Hair, and it's by Tina Olajide and illustrated by Courtney Bernard. Hi, my name is Emmy, and I have curly coily cotton candy hair. Parts of it twist and turns like the slides at the playground. Other parts are springy like a slinky. And this part right here is fluffy like cotton candy. Today, Mommy is washing my hair, and these are all the tools she needs. Before she gets started, I choose a few books to read. First, Mommy has to detangle my hair because sometimes it tangles into tiny little knots, just like my jump rope. Mommy takes her time loosening the tangles and knots in my hair. Growing healthy hair is easy when you're gentle and patient, said Mommy. These tiny little knots are no match for me. The hair at the back of my head is soft, fluffy, and tangle-free. Mommy calls it cotton candy land. She parts my hair into 4 sections and makes 4 big twists, holding each twist up with the hair clip, and off to the bathroom we go. First, Mommy lets the water rinse through my hair. Then she starts from the back in cotton candy land, unraveling each twist, adding a little bit of shampoo and water to my scalp, gently massaging it in. She clips it up again. And then one, two, three, rinse. Mommy adds a little more shampoo to my scalp, massaging it into each section until it's clean. And then 1, 2, 3, rinse. Next, Mommy adds conditioner to my hair, and starting from the end, she combs through gently with a wide tooth comb. I like this conditioner because it smells like vanilla ice cream. Mommy twists all 4 sections and clips each one up again, and then 1, 2, 3, rinse. When Mommy is done washing my hair, she pats it dry with the towel. To moisturize my hair, Mommy unravels each twist and adds a leave-in conditioner, followed by whipped hair butter that smells like cocoa. Too bad I can't eat it. How would you like me to style your hair today, Emmy? Asked Mommy. This time, I want my hair in long twists like licorice sticks. Twist it is, said Mommy. Mommy parts my hair into sections, and one by one, she wraps a piece of hair around another all the way to the end. Almost done. Which one would you like to wear in your hair? Asked Mommy. I want this one. At night, I wear a satin bonnet to keep my hair nice and neat for school tomorrow. Your hair looks beautiful, Princess, said Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Mommy did a great job. Yes, she did, said Daddy. My name is Emmy, and I have curly, coily, cotton candy hair. Parts of it twist and turns like the slides at the playground. Other parts are springy like a slinky. Some parts are fluffy like cotton candy. And it's all beautiful. The end. Thank you, guys.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. We definitely enjoyed that story. I say Emmy's mom uses a lot less products than I do.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, man, my product roster.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful, wonderful story. And the illustration in there was great. And of course, we love the way that you read with so much enthusiasm. We can imagine how you read to your children in your class. I'm sure they really, really enjoy that.
Yeah, I love reading. That's what I'm missing right now.
Oh, well, we are glad that you were coming here and blessing us. These stories are so important. And that's what Rodney and I were thinking, the continued learning and also just the story time, being children reading, being read to, and these particular types of stories is so important. So we appreciate you coming up here and taking the time to, I'm reading, look at this quote, taking the time to come here and share this with us, and for all the little ones and the families who are tuned in right now. It means a lot and it's very important.
Well, I appreciate this platform. Just being able to do this makes my day. So
thank you. We're so glad to hear that. And did you catch yourself in the intro?
I did.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, Rodney, did you have anything to say to Lakeisha before she leaves us?
No, one day I might tell the story when she came down and challenged me and I had to end up in her classroom. But,
yes.
But I appreciate Miss Owens. She loves her children. She is a strong advocate for her children in her school and her community. And so again, on the Teacher Appreciation Week, thank you for all you do, and thank you for all the teachers out there for what you all do every day for our children.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, shout out to Jay Cox and to you for all that you are doing with our students. And we look forward to having you back. You were a part of this game.
Oh, yes. I already have the next book lined up. So I'm just trying to convince my son to help me read it.
That's right.
Wonderful. Well, that would be great. A dynamic duo. We would love to have that. So, we update that list on Thursday evenings, Thursday nights, something like that. So feel free to jump back on there anytime.
Absolutely.
All right, then. Well, you have a wonderful night.
Right.
Thank you. Y'all too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. That was great. What a wonderful way to close out the night with a teacher. That was really, really great. We love that story. It's a relatable story. We see that hair is a redundant thing tonight. And then Shania blessed us with the story, a piece of history right there. And as always, it's been a wonderful, wonderful night. There's really nothing else to say. I mean, we got a theme song now.
Yeah. So are you able to take us out on the theme song?
You know it.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're here. Definitely. So on that note, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that you give a share so that other people can know about this village and we can continue to grow. We appreciate everybody in the comment section, the wonderful villagers, for lending your energy. We can't do this without that wonderful energy. It's what fuels this movement, and everything that we're doing, it is just to build the movement and the momentum for us, for you, for all of our young people and families who are being affected during this time. We're coming together, and it's that energy that all of us bring. So thank you so much. And we're gonna head on out, but we're gonna leave you guys with this wonderful, wonderful theme song so y'all can hear it again. And if you want to hear it again and again, just go make sure you subscribe to the Clever Communities in Action YouTube page, and you can find all of these broadcasts, and you can find that theme song up there. And another shout out and much love to Portia and Peyton for creating that for us and for creating it with so much love. Oh, I keep saying that's the end, but one more thing. We told you that this week is a crescendo. It just keeps being more and more and more. So tomorrow, we have some more excitement for you all. We have some more excitement, some more heat that we're bringing to the village. You definitely don't want to miss it. And tomorrow is all about that. So make sure that you are here to find out what it is that we're talking about. And on that note, we're going to step away and let you hear that Look Mommy Community in Action. All right now.
Look, mommy, community in action, but oh my, let us down to that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too, but oh my, let us down to that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, let us down to that. Look, granny, let us down to that. Look, granny, let us down to that. Learning and exploring about history, you see. Look, mommy, let us down to that. We confident, we practice and develop fluency. Look, daddy, let us down to that. Families, they bond and they representing me. Look, granny, let us down to that. Look, I'm here, let us down to that. Nice, I see, let us down to that. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. Who reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit. Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Creative, affirmative culture for me too. Look, granny, let us down to that.